Oi, 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 oi. In other words, its manifestation is not controlled by Fae, but is controlled by the personality known as the Coward. Then that means what? At the same time, Id resents this Coward. He also obviously fears it. From a certain point of view, this Coward is the one assisting in keeping the present Fae in control. I do not know the reason why this third personality, excuse me, Fae's fundamental personality does not come out. If this one awakens, it will become one with Id. In other words, there is a possibility that the complete original personality may be restored. Is that for sure? Probably, but I do not know how to awaken it. Before I had the opportunity, it disappeared and he had been like that since. Basically, as long as nothing happens to Fae that would challenge his existence. Fae can be himself, but his surroundings do not allow him that opportunity. It would be best for him to live in a place that is peaceful. That is Lakin, no, the Dark One, Graf's second advent. We must restrain and seal him up, otherwise we don't know what may occur. Cease this at once. We may at least wait for Wiseman to return before we make any resolutions. Although a tactician, why do you place so much importance on him? I have been silent all this time since Khan's death, since he was directly recruited by the Queen. However, I question why you would use such a person whose principles lack any understanding of sacrifice. Well, that is... You must look at reality, the existence of that power. Hold on! Hold on! What's this Graf's second advent? The day of the collapse was brought upon by Graf. Graf manipulated Diablos into destroying this world. And that power within Id is far too similar to Graf's. We cannot allow such a hazard to be set free. We ought to be immediately freeze him in carbonite, otherwise expect the worst at any moment. No! But isn't the present Fae the real Fae? If that's the case, then why? But he is still far too dangerous. Think about it. He single-handedly annihilated Solaris' capital. We can't set him free. Not only that! In the past, there were countless other cities that were destroyed by Id. I don't know their intentions, but Graf and Krillian were always involved somehow. And one of those incidents was Eru. It was the Minions' homeland. Solaris' purging of the rebelling city of Eru was done through the use of Id to test its capabilities. As a result, not only was Eru taken down, all of the Solaris units present were wiped out. He's responsible for the Utes and R. So he was the one who killed my subordinates in the sewers. What's wrong with you all? Aren't we supposed to be his friends? It appears everyone else is in agreement. The risks are just too great. Saitan, no! That is terrible! It's decided then. He will be scheduled for carbon freezing tomorrow. No! How could they do this to Faye after all he's done for them? Bastards! I heard about it from Doc, Id. Who would have ever thought within me lies another me? But you're the same Faye I've always known. You returned to your old self. Please don't be obsessed with it. They say I'm the second advent of Graf, the one who destroyed all of this world. It seems Graf used to be a land dweller named Lakin. They're not thinking about what they're saying. They're just confused by your powers. Graf called me the one who would destroy God. In a way, I can understand what he means now. Though my id power isn't good enough, if it has the same quality as Graf, Let's escape! If Graf or the war brings out id, let's go to a place where no wars exist. If you did that, you'd be... That's alright. I don't have a place to go back either. Thanks, Elly, but no. Even if I left the battlefield, there's no guarantee that it'll never appear again. Besides, I tried to kill you. You're still okay with that? Then you could have killed me if you really wanted to, right? The other you, Id's power is nothing like that. But you still didn't go through with it. You knew when it was enough. Isn't that because your will was in effect? If you're to be controlled by Id and all those around you became your enemies, I'd still be by your side because I know it's lonely to be by yourself. I'll open it now. Let's go, Faye. Elly. Uh-oh. I thought it was about time for you to come. It's no use trying to stop me. Even if it is you, and if you get in the way, I have no choice but to. That is no way for a lady to speak. I just came here to see you off. I refueled Reltal. We are ready to go any time. Satan? But, Elly, you cannot use your gear while it is under repairs. What? Then what am I? You know that Omnigear. What if you borrow it? No way. I can't take Shevat's property without permission. Elly is the only appropriate person for the gear. Nobody else can operate it. No. Never! I won't ride it, ever. Elly, what's wrong? I'm so scared. That's why I'll never want to do it. This is a problem. Everyone. Sorry, Faye. I'm sorry. Sorry. No, thanks, everyone. Now, I know you hate to leave, but we should get going before dawn. I did some work on the radar, so it should work fine. They have left. Faye? Where? They went far away. I go. Uh-oh.
Kane making ridiculous setup with Hyuga. He suddenly has his deficiencies compared to our digitized existence, which permits us to use a higher level of logical thinking. He is restricted by his human form. Regardless, with just one machine, he annihilated Elcheneg. His powers must not be underestimated. We're already short of time. The key! Use the key!
Even you are beginning to feel the pressure.
Brilliant! What is Kane's situation?
The usual life extension treatment. He'll hold out for a little longer.
Does that mean we may not make it in time?
I want to know. You spoke of using the key. Can you be sure he can be eliminated?
That we do not know. You know who he is. If he is the contact, there is a possibility he may not transmigrate. It's an organism composed of multiple generations. It's a matter of probability. That does not mean we can just remain idle. Yes, at this rate, we are bound to make the same mistake, but we can't fail a second time.
Well, don't worry. I've sent Ramses to deal with him.
What can a failure like him do? He couldn't even defend Elcheneg. What can you expect from trash like him?
Even if he has the anima relic.
The relic?
The relic we discovered before has been aligned with his gear. There shouldn't be any problems now. He should be able to use his full power.
You're going to take the task yourself? All the way transmigrated? Wasn't he once one of you? I don't understand you.
I've thrown away all feelings of human emotion. All I need is her.
But isn't that also an emotion?
Of course.
Is that a blunder?
You are irritating. Did you wish to cease your existence?
Fine, we shall leave it at that. Alam!
Yes, this is the place. I want you to bring her here. She is an important woman to me.
Don't be ridiculous! Why do I have to listen to you? If you need her, go get her yourself!
You're quite right, but can you say the same thing after looking at this?
This is...
Your gear and the anima relic have been aligned. This is the Omnigear. Now, she is with Faye now.
What?
Losing those battles against Faye again and again. I believe it's because of the difference in the performance of the gears. I think you'll be able to use 100% of its abilities. So how about it? However, if you still fail with this, you are truly trash. Ramses, will you go? Kai, are you going?
Yes. I must get rid of him with my own hands.
Be careful. I believe in you no matter what others say.
Faye, what a loathsome name. I worked my way up on my own, but he ruined it again.
In the next video, we shall continue with this. Later, guys.